A wallet address flickers on my screen like it's trying to speak. And I freeze, because the pattern looks deliberate, almost like it's tracing a warning. But the moment I lean closer, the lines bend again, as if something behind the chain is rewriting them in real time. So, I start tracking the shifts, and each one maps to a rule from the FATF crypto guidelines, which means it's not random at all. But the strangest part hits when one rule triggers a glow along the ledger, almost like a pulse responding to being noticed. So I dig deeper, expecting a glitch, and the pulse moves away from me like it's avoiding contact. Which means the guidelines aren't acting like rules, they're acting like boundaries something refuses to cross. So I follow the drift until the pulse stutters at a transfer that shouldn't exist, a transfer with no sender, no receiver, just a timestamp that loops every time I blink. And that loop pulls the rest of the ledger out of alignment, like the chain is trying to hide the path, which means whatever created that transfer is strong enough to bend compliance into camouflage. So I oscillate the loop, and the ledger goes silent, as if it's waiting for my next move. But when I try to trace the origin, the pulse snaps back and forms a final pattern, a symbol I've never seen, before dissolving into nothing. Which means something inside the network saw me looking and chose to erase its trail. And that's why the guidelines feel less like rules and more like warnings carved around the shape we're not supposed to see. So if this kind of digital ghost work pulls you in too, stick around before the next pattern disappears.